What is up, my crypto legends? In today's episode, we are checking out the BTC US dollar pair. Like always, we did reach the target of this descending wedge. We are hitting major resistance. I'm going to show you with the VPVR that if we do break this resistance here, as you can see, we are going to probably see new all-time highs of $63,000 per Bitcoin in the next coming days. Also, the Ethereum price, there is a huge pattern here, guys. We are breaking this resistance that we were talking in the last couple of days of the $1,725 range. We are breaking this resistance. It is very likely that we are going to see 1,900 Ethereum if this breaks with a good amount of volume, guys. Also, if you're interested in trading, make sure to check out the PrimeXbt leverage trading platform, guys. You can trade up to 50 assets using Bitcoin as collateral if you use my link in the description and Bitcoinsensus 50 as promotion code. You'll be getting 50% in addition of what you deposit, guys. And before we start with this episode, guys, make sure to smash up the like button, guys. 166 likes in my last video. Let's see if we can push this to 200 likes. We'll be checking out also this chart. This is the performance after each another halving. We might see $400,000 per Bitcoin by the end of the year, guys. Make sure to smash up the like button and subscribe for coming updates. Let's go straight into the video. Hello there, Andy here, and welcome back to another episode of Bitcoinsensus, where you subscribe for the quickest technical analysis and news on Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and the financial markets. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't buy or sell anything that I say, and if you do so, do your own research. And said this, let's go straight into the charts. Alright guys, checking out the 1 hourly chart here for the BTC US dollar pair. As you can see that we are hitting this major resistance green box area. We are kind of breaking out now. We could see an explosive move very shortly. As you can see on the VPVR, this is when the volume starts to disappear, right? This is like the mountain just there, and we are hitting this resistance. After this resistance area to the upside, the VPVR starts to disappear, okay? So we could go very parabolic once we break this resistance area. Because there's no traded volume on top of us. It is also major resistance because it was major support in the past and also resistance, like I showed you here. We had a consolidation phase right there. Also here we broke above it and it was turned into support. Also, we did have a couple of fake outs here, but once we broke below it, we had a huge resistance point there. So now we are hitting that resistance area. It looks like that it's very likely that we are going to break out above this resistance area. We could also discuss, remember this descending wedge that I was talking about in the last few days? The target is met, so it is the top of the wedge. So whoever took this trade and did a swing trade on Bybit on Femex, congratulations, guys. You're in a huge profit, guys. From this low right over here, from the breakout, say from the top of the breakout of this descending wedge to the top, it's 8%, guys. So absolutely incredible profits. Also, we could discuss, we did mention about this descending broadening wedge also. Guys, as you can see here in the white, let me just get this line off. This is a descending broadening wedge. Okay, the measured target from this breakout, we almost came back down and retested the resistance, turning it into support. We did not manage to arrive there. But anyway, from the breakout, we get the width of the descending broadening wedge. Okay, and from this breakout, this should take us to the $60,000 range, guys. Okay, we might see some turbulence. We might see some pullbacks here before we break this $57,000 area. Also, what I've been looking here in the chart here for the Bitcoin price is an inverse shoulder head and shoulder pattern. It is not the most beautiful one that I've seen, but you could discuss that it is. As you can see, I'll just draw it here. We have the left shoulder right there. Okay, the head. And this right shoulder, you know, would have been a bit more beautiful if we saw it came down a little bit lower. But you could discuss this as an inverse shoulder head and shoulder pattern. And we already broken out, guys. We might struggle breaking this resistance around the $57,200 range. While I get the video out, this might have been broken to the upside already. But if we have a retracement, we're having a bit of volume here, so it's pretty nice. We might have a retracement to retest this neckline, guys. This is where we have a couple of points. There's a consolidation phase, there's a point there, and there's several right here, okay, creating this downtrend and this inverse shoulder head and shoulder pattern. So we might come back down and retest if we do not go up from here, guys. And the measured move from this inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern would be getting the head to the neckline. And also, guys, from the breakout, this could take us all the way to almost $62,500 area. As you can see, I did take this line all the way up, as you can see, this uptrend, because we might see some resistance right there. As you can see, we created this uptrend, okay? We broke below it right here, and we continued to the downside, but I extended it, and we might see some resistance once we break this inverse shoulder, head and shoulder. We've already broken out this resistance area. If we continue to the upside, we might see some resistance right there, guys. But this is a target from the inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern. We might see the $62,000 range in the next couple of days. Let's check out the Ethereum US dollar pair. The Ethereum US dollar pair also, I told you about this resistance area at the 1,725. It was going to be complicated to break it once we broke this descending broadening wedge, right? Remember? So I told you, when we break this descending broadening wedge, huge resistance at the 1,725. It is a good time to take some profits out of the table if you have traded, guys. And as you can see, we are breaking out nicely from this resistance area. The measured move from this descending broadening wedge, one of the targets, okay, from the breakout is about the $1,800 area that I mentioned also in my last video. But we have created this pattern that we are actually breaking out right now, guys. So wait till some volume comes in for the confirmation of the breakout. You can see this is an inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern, clear inverse shoulder and head and shoulder pattern. And the measured move from this is also getting the head to the neckline, and we could potentially see the Ethereum US dollar pair come all the way to the $1,900 range in the next couple of days, or maybe in the next couple of hours, all depending if we're going to see a huge amount of volume kicking in, guys. So this is what I got for the Ethereum US dollar pair, looking very, very bullish, breaking out, guys. Not a decent amount of volume just yet. As you can see, the volume is going down. So we need to see some nice volume coming in here, guys. It is tradable because, you know, if you want to risk this breakout and start trading it already to the $1,900 range, you could. I would like to see a little bit more volume coming in here, and then probably get into this retracement and then place along to the upside. But a clear inverse shoulder, head and shoulder pattern here, guys. So it is very, very tradable. And yeah, that's all I got for the Ethereum US dollar pair. Let's check out this chart over here from Charts BTC. Looking at this chart, it is amazing. We can see the Bitcoin price history per halving epoch. So from the first one, just before the halving, okay, that took place in 2012, the Bitcoin price had this performance, okay, and just after the halving of 2012, we can see the performance in between 2013 and 2014 had a huge parabolic run, okay. This is from the first halving here in the red line to the second halving, okay. Bitcoin had this performance all the way to 2016, and from 2017 and up to 2020, we can see that Bitcoin had this huge performance also, having a huge parabolic run. This is in between the second halving and the third halving. And now we can see from the 2020 halving, which was the third halving, and the fourth halving taking place in 2024, we can see that the Bitcoin price is performing like this at the moment, okay? Look at the beginning. The beginning starts with a starting parabolic, okay? We can see 2017 here, we can see 2013 starting parabolic, and now it is almost the same, guys, as the last two halvings. So in my opinion, this is not going to be any different at all. We are going to see a parabolic run to the upside because also of the money printing and the institution demand that is coming, guys. There is about, I would say, half or 1% of institutions worldwide that are getting interested right now. What is going to happen when 10%, 20% get into Bitcoin, guys? There's only just a few companies getting into Bitcoin right now. You might think to yourself, why aren't we going parabolic right now with this huge demand? No, guys, there is only just a few companies getting into Bitcoin right now. We haven't seen the vast majority getting into Bitcoin, and this is probably going to happen this year. We are going to see huge FOMO, okay, fear of missing out, of institutions And this could take the Bitcoin price, as you can see, if we perform like 2017 or 2013 and 14, we could go to 100, 200, 300, up to 400 if we have the same performance. And we could see this, guys, because of the money printing and the huge institution demand that is coming into Bitcoin. This is going to be it for today's episode, guys. Make sure to check out the Bitcoinsensus website. We've got great tutorials and reviews and guides on how to buy, how to store, and how to trade Bitcoin safely. We've got the latest technical analysis and news, so I'll be leaving a link in the description of the website so you can check it out. And if you haven't seen my tutorial of the Bybit leverage trading platform, a video popping up on your screen, massive thank you for tuning in. Make sure to smash up the like button, and I'll see you in the next one.